We love talking about that last jumbo dollar, the Eisenhower dollar. Every once in a while we could talk about the uncirculated silvers, very rare, but how about the rarest of them all? And that's up next. I'm talking about this silver proof Ikes, everybody. And tonight we have them, all four of them. Check out this price.
Yeah, $89.95. And as they would say on one of those comedy shows, bazinga, because they're selling the 73 right in the middle for $143.
Just $50 more than our four-piece set price.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the coins themselves, right? Unique part of our history is the fact that the Eisenhower starts in 1971, but they don't start making a proof coin for proof sets until 1973. Which is why a lot of people don't know the silver San Francisco Eisenhowers exist. Those are your 71s and your 72s. They didn't make any other proofs but those two. And then they brought out the clad, the S-Mint clad. You know, those sandwich coin with that copper in the middle, right? They brought that out in 73 with the rest of the proof coins. So what happened? Everybody thought, well, they made silver on those two. That must be silver. It wasn't, which makes now this coin the rarest of them all. 32 Eisenhowers, and it's the lowest mintage figure in the family.
And year by year, it's the lowest mintage figure. They made the P's and D's each year from 71 through 74, and in excess of 47 million Philadelphia, 68 million Denver's in 1971. They even made silvers in uncirculated condition, 6.8 million. But the highest mintage figure on the silver proofs is only 4.2 million, and that's the 71 silver. But each year, the silver proof is the lowest mintage figure by far. And in the key of the entire 32 coin Eisenhower series is that one right there, 1973. The lowest, the rarest of them all at just over $1 million.
Again, the last of the big jumbo dollars were referring to the fact that the Morgan dollar was 38.1 millimeters. The Peace dollar was 38.1 millimeters, and now the Eisenhower is the last coin to be struck for circulation at that 38.1 millimeter. The big, again, the Morgan and Peace were the largest struck for circulation. This is the same goes here. So tonight, the packaging you're seeing, that is the way the government put this out. There's a funny story on this one. You might remember that the government took all the Morgan dollars it had in its vaults after silver goes through the roof in 64, right? And they pull it. They look at it and say, okay, we got silver dollars. The GSA, General Service Administration sale. All the Morgan dollars were put in holders just like this for the sale, right? And that sale took many sales, actually, over 3 or 4 years to go through. At the same time, the Eisenhower, a planned product, had this packaging done. So a lot of people say this was actually people say, hey, those CCs, those GSAs were the first ever certified coin. I'm saying, time out, do the timeline look, and you'll find way more evidence saying this was the packaging of the realm at the time, and they modified it for the GSA to work. But again, it's the big proof set like they brought out in 68 in San Francisco. Oh, by the way, this is from San Francisco. Ding, ding, kind of just fits in all together. But I mean, look at that 72. Every once in a while, you find one that has that gorgeous wraparound toning, which is just how the coin oxidized with the presentation package and then the air humidity that was around it. You're going to see the blast white beauties like the 73 we're showing you here is, but every once in a while you get a little bit of a toning on it. When we see those, we keep them in the deal. Those are special. They sell for big premiums in the marketplace. It's always the eye of the beholder, of course, but that's just what kind of goes on. I'm babbling because I just love this stuff. Yeah. $89.95 divided by 4. What a deal.
Just under $23 per coin at that price of $89.95. Let me give you our competitors' pricing for each one of these coins. They want $61 each for the 1971 and 1972. Steve referenced earlier, and it's true, that coin right there, they want $143 for it, and they want $73.95 for the 1974. Add that together, you're looking at almost $340. For the same exact 4 coins you see on your screen, we're $249 less at $89.95, and this is a 4-piece set. This is not one of those bonanzas where, you know, you buy one and you'll get one of these, and if you buy 4, you'll get all 4. No, this is all 4 guaranteed $89.95. The only silver-proof ice in the series. The original government lenses. This is not our packaging. This is how the government issued those. It was secret silvers from the San Francisco Mint.
Again, it's a great, affordable silver dollar that is over the years gotten rarer and gotten rarer, gotten rarer. When you see the certified proof Ikes out there, the few 69s that exist and the fewer 70s that are very pricey, right? I mean, a 70 set of these 4 coins is what? North of $10,000, period. Only way you can get a 70 set is by breaking this set right here, having them certified, and fingers crossed it goes to that number. We always want to have the best of the best. We're big believers. I'm a big believer in OGP all the way. Because OGP is where it starts, original government packaging. Over the years, packaging, well, becomes burdensome. It becomes a space issue, right? How many of you had a Barbie or a G.I. Joe or another action figure from the 1970s, and you just wanted to get rid of the box because it was a burden to store, and now that $10,000 Barbie is worth, well, $25?
Because it's not in the box.
It's not in the original box, not in the original presentation. And we see that in a lot of collectibles. How it started, never opened, original, all those add up to value years later. The other thing that's always caught my eye on this one is the fact that most people didn't even know these existed. They call them the secret silvers. They weren't secret. It's just we didn't have the internet. We didn't have a fax machine, right? We didn't have our smartphones. We didn't have anything in 1971. We had Walter Cronkite in the nightly news. We had newspaper ads. The U.S. Mint didn't run TV ad spots back then. So as a result, if you were in a city that they didn't advertise, and you weren't a collector at that time, or just word of mouth, hey, San Francisco made a special silver, how would you know they even exist? So those things all come together and just make it even rarer. And then one last thing in my long run-on sentence. Who remembers what happened in 1980?
Silver went bazinga.
Bazinga, ultimately. $50 an ounce. And what was the real last silver coin struck by the U.S. Mint?
This one.
The Kennedys were great, but they ended it in 1970. Not 64. The Kennedys ended in 70. 71, clad Kennedys took over. Now we're looking at this, where it's really the last big silver. And it's $1, which means got destroyed.
And these are the proofs, everybody. The rarest year by year, and it includes the rarest of all the Eisenhowers at 1973 silver proof, where our competition wants $143 just for that coin alone. You get it in this collection, plus the other 3 dates, the only silver proofs in the entire series, for just $89.95, under $23 a coin in the original government lens. Folks, you got to join us on this one. Don't miss out. Join in on the secret, because not a lot of people know about it. But we're letting you in on it.